on, everyone? I am D-Stroy right here. Show off your gems at Trill in Phoenix, Arizona. Now listen, I've said this in many different languages, utilizing all flags of countries tattooed on my face. This gentleman right here who's to my side, he is the reason why I became an MC. And it's amazing that our life comes together right here at Trill because hip hop exists. And now I gotta ask you, his name is Lord Finesse, the underboss. I'll be the one to go in front of anyone who has anything to say about this gentleman, of course. Listen, I'm sorry. My mom knows, my birth dad knows, the hood rats knows, all my exes who have razors in their mouth, all of them know. This right here, the head dude. So now, with that being said, Lord of all the finesses, you want to... We good?
Yo, put everybody in the closet or something.
You're good. I'm just gonna pop this back out. You're just kind of rubbing on you. There you go. Cool. All right. I can edit. I got
Fucking you. Edits. No, I'm fucking with you. Finesse, you walk inside the Trill doors. What is it that come to mind? What hit you? What was the feeling, if you could share that, when you walked inside the doors of Trill?
Well, when I walked inside the doors of Trill, I mean, this is the ultimate hip-hop souvenir spot. I will say ultimate. I've been to a lot of different places. I've never seen nothing like this. Yeah, I ain't see the whole world yet, but right now, for my recollection and my Rolodex, this is the ultimate. If you walk in here and you want hip-hop, or you want to buy a gift for you or yours, and you can't find nothing in here, you looking for hip-hop, you gotta be the silliest person on the planet, but that's something else.
That's definitely amazing. Now, guys, the career is extensive, so when he tells you he's traveled a little bit, it's authentic. That's for sure. So you walk into Trill, which is great, and what I decided to do is, because we do the show off your gems, I wanted to grab a couple of gems and see if we have some things that you can talk about. So we're about to get into this right here with none other than Lord Finesse. My family's proud. My family is super proud right now. So here we go. Finesse, we got some spray cans right here. If there's anything you could say about spray cans.
Well, it ain't just about the spray cans, it's about the art of graffiti.
Oh my gosh, you see, he sunned me. This is what dads do. They sun their sons. And I just got sunned.
Well, I mean, a story people don't know, and a lot of information people don't know about this story is, I never known when I grew up, I had a paper route, so I used to sell paper in the buildings, go to different apartments. But this particular person lived on my floor. I think it was 5F, right? So 5F called him Lonnie. He was the generation before my generation. This dude is out there creating classics, creating history, creating with those cans. Person I'm talking about is Phase 2. Phase 2 that did the flyers, the early flyers, hip-hop flyers, play a major part in the graffiti creation. It was just how ill is it that you live in a building with such a mind, in the same building, on the same floor, and never knew y'all met. When y'all finally met, you met overseas, and y'all both doing what y'all love.
Word?
Yeah.
Wow. Phase 2 and Lord Finesse lived in the same building, same floor. I'm repeating it just so I could digest it. And you guys connect in Europe.
Yeah. Like he known about my career, but I found out about his career through different people. Like, they would say Lonnie, and I wouldn't get it until one day a person put the picture. No, they would say Phase 2. I knew him as Lonnie.
Right.
So I couldn't put it together until one day, you know, they spoke highly of this person and then showed a picture, and I just like, oh shit, that's Lonnie from motherfucking
Yeah.
5E. I mean 5F.
Mhm.
But yeah, and to find out how historical that dude is, man, and we come from the same floor, guess it's in the same water in the same building. I don't know.
That's
Forrest got
wild.
that project water, man,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
do
yeah.
amazing things.
Just
As
enlighten
far
people. Who else was there?
as far as Lonnie is from my building, same floor, but you got Fat Joe. My building was 965. Fat Joe's building was 1000.
Mhm.
Across the street from Fat Joe was Diamond. His building was 1020.
Mhm.
And then you had Cheryl from SWV, I think, towards maybe a block or two away. You had Show same way.
Yeah.
And so when we say we grew up with each other, we basically grew up with
Legit.
each other. Right.
Wow. It's an amazing story of time, of location, of graffiti, of art, and of this wonderful culture. Now we're gonna move on to some more gems that we pulled out here at Trill with Lord Finesse. Here we go. The next item is a wonderful pop joint. This is a wonderful rendition of the Ready to Die album, Notorious B.I.G. Can you speak on this? What can you think of?
I mean, with that, meeting Big and working with Big in the earlier years, it's just that, everybody knew him after he blew.
Mm-hmm.
I was blessed to work with him before, from the ingredient standpoint.
Correct.
You know, before they mixed everything together and put it in the oven, I was there from. But when I heard him rhyme, I just knew he was different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just know when it's something special in somebody. Like, you could hear it and go, nah, this dude got the gift. Because it was something creative. It was still witty, but he had a flow that was just like all over the place, right? Mm-hmm. So with that album, I watched Easy Mo B come with the incredible records, man. He wound up taking a record from me called Suicidal Thoughts.
Correct.
That I laid the beat, we was in the studio, and I've never heard the song again. I never heard it as a song until it came out. So that caught me off guard. But I think the greatest thing about the evolution of Big is I remember him doing Ready to Die, and it's raw. So it's like Puff let him do whatever he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Got joints from me, got joints from Lord Digger, Premier, Mo B. And so, all said and done, he said, well, I'll let you do what you want to do. Can you do these 2 records for me? And one of the records was Juicy, and the second record was Big Papa.
Mm-hmm.
So when you watch that, and I guess he felt so in pocket with doing that, that's why I think that went into a second album where he was able to just rhyme over all that disco and pop stuff, right, and make it work.
If you can, not only did he make it work, but he was very creative with your joint.
Right. But I don't just say that. From a hip hop standpoint, that's why when they pit him against certain people, Big was basically batting 1,000. Mm-hmm. He never put out a flop. You know how you play with something and it don't sound right and you make a few mistakes with it? He played with the R&B stuff and said, wait up, I got something here.
Yeah. He
played with that in such a way that's what made him unstoppable. He was the best of both worlds. But like I said, he was batting 1,000 from the underground stuff to the commercial stuff. So it could be gritty. He gonna win. The Bone Thugs record.
Yeah, no, but if we can, for those who may not know, you also got a joint with him with Sadat, yes?
Yes, that's called Come On. So the story behind that song is basically, I I do while I'm doing. I did that song actually before Suicidal Thoughts.
Okay.
So I thought they was gonna keep it for some reason. Guess it never just came out until the Born Again. Now when they do the Born Again, it don't sound like my version. They do something else with it.
Right.
It loses the whole feel.
I understand. I think it's because we know you addressed this, and I think the Come On, you know, that was one of those mixtape joints, because later it got leaked on the white labels and stuff, which was good, at least for me and remembering. Is there anything from those early sessions that you remember?
I mean, Big was just a comedian. I mean, only person I know that came in, I've never seen him come in the studio feel no type of way. He always had a upbeat attitude and just funny, always cracking jokes. And then it's so comfortable in there. You doing the music and all this, but you don't even know while it's all going on, you creating history.
Yeah, correct.
And the 90s was like that. You could be in a lot of different places embarking on what's going to be later history.
You just don't know. And now talking about that transition to evolution and how something could be turned into a physical product like this that people could appreciate in a different way, of course. You know, like we got music, but now there's an item that represents an album that you were a part of. And what can you describe this right here and how, because me it's cool, but I don't want to put no words in your mouth.
I mean, it's a powerful chapter in my book. It's a powerful time to watch him, you know, come from the early beginnings. And even when he got to a certain level, I mean, I would run into him. We still talk. I had his number. He had mine. So, yeah, dude, I'll never forget, man.
There you go, fam, son, fam. Bang. All right, here with Lord Finesse here at Trill. Now, guys, when I was a young buck, I got this vinyl. It's a vinyl situation. It was Rhyme Syndicate. I was excited. There was human beings on there on the cover. I was like, wow, this is cool. The collaboration of so much greatness. It was like Avengers type thing. So I was like, maybe this gentleman has something to say about this. So here we go. We are going to nonstop madness. Look at this Trill craziness. Lord of all finesses. What can we say about this right here and this gentleman?
Oh man, I mean, Ice has always been, he's been genuine. He's been a genuine dude, but can talk that talk and walk that walk. Like, dude was like, how can I say, you know, when he don't even go in with a plan, they just call an audible. He was like, immortal audible. That's what we're gonna call him, the immortal audible. Because he walked in different situations and walked into different lanes, but he walked in there naturally with that talk. Hone in and he adapt to that talk, and you know, he could talk that talk where he'll make you have a deal with him that you ain't even think about having. And like I said, he went from walking into basically talking himself into a record deal, into transforming into a film star. You know, who can't? New Jack City. Ricochet was my joint, you know. But, and then got the rock band, then just say, you know what, I'm gonna do television now. But when you talk to him, he's the same dude, an older age with supreme knowledge. Just regular, the way he explains stuff, like, yeah,
you know,
immortal audible.
Definitely amazing. I went to his house to interview him, and he had all these gems on the wall by his in his little area, and I was told the producer of the show, can we talk about all his paraphernalia and all the posters? And they're like, you know, let's just do this show you've been doing, you know. And I was like, okay, cool. So Show Off Your Gems was definitely going to his crib and seeing the items that he had But he is somebody who is respected across the board. His evolution, his hustle from hip hop and beyond. This is a beacon to a lot of individuals who held a lot of individuals down as well. So salute. This is Power Pistol Grip Pump. Come on, fam. What? You give this to a shorty. What are you doing, Mr. Finesse? Why would you give that to me?
Nah, that's just crazy, man.
Yeah, this is dope. A Trill special right here, of course. That's wonderful. So now, Finesse, before we get out of here, you know, the question is, you got a homie, says, yo, going to Phoenix, Arizona. What's your pitch to encourage them to come to Trill?
I mean, if you want to just talk hip hop, I mean, if you want, it's so many things you could walk away from. Walk away. I was about to say walk away. You could walk away with here. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just items from T-shirts to dolls, figures, pillows. You want to do some graffiti? You go right across. You know, get some cans for the night. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just records, clothing. I mean, it's just everything. If you come in here and you can't pick nothing, mm-hmm. you ain't talking about no hip hop. You know.
That's amazing. Now, you know, just a quick nugget. I seen earlier today you was in the store and you FaceTime, you know, a BFF, and that's none other than the homie.
Nah, my brother mm-hmm. Russell Peters.
Yes, of course.
He's the ultimate hip hop dude, man. So it's like, you know, if I find something, if I can impress him with something, mm-hmm. I gotta get it.
I respect that.
I gotta get it because he's a dude that's not easily impressed. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So when I got here, you know, I FaceTime. He was like, "Yeah, I seen some of the stuff in your stories and." Yo, I'm like, yo, man, you gotta check this spot out, you know, so, yeah.
There you go, man. Lord Finesse, I am D-Stroy. Show off your gems at Trill 2nd anniversary. Make life amazing every single day.
Trill, we got your hip hop needs covered.